Welcome to Poul's Kitchen with me, Chef Amy and Chef Alex. Say hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Today we're doing Amy's special sausage party sausage summer fiesta. Now, it's actually just called Amy's sausage party meal. This is great. It's going to taste amazing and it's going to be great. Alex?
Wow, oh my.
Yeah, I wonder if we heard this one before. Mrs. Toilet Bowl Smoothie. I promise you, nobody's making anything in a toilet here. However, I know someone who spends a lot of time there. Sorry, Amy, I love you.
Love you.
But this is going to be tasty and great. Alex is hungry, I can tell, because he's getting ready to eat before we begin. So please hit that like, share, subscribe button, and be prepared to be, wow! Oh my, wow! Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Poul, and with me today is Alex.
Hey everyone.
I hope you guys all can forgive me for ruining McDonald's for you, but today we're going to be doing a video on a sausage roll. It's going to be sausage on a bun. We're going to try to make this nice, refreshing. So basically, when you start this, you want to start boiling some water. You always want to cook your sausages by boiling them first before you go ahead and fry. Why? Because it's going to make sure they're evenly cooked on the inside. So I got some hot, spicy sausages. They're going to be really, really tasty. And the really important thing for this, and again, you want to always boil them. Like, I would even boil this before taking it to the barbecue, because all this is really going to do, it's going to make sure it's cooked evenly. And when this is done, we're going to take this out, and then they're going to recook them again. And with cooking them again, we're going to put some sauce on it. So while we're waiting for that, we're going to cook some veggies up here. I got some onions, mushrooms, and red pepper. So we're going to heat this up here a little bit to let this go here. And this is going to taste really good. It really, really is. It's going to taste amazing. But remember, this is going to get rid of a little bit more fat. And it's going to make it so that it's going to taste a little bit more even. So while we're waiting for everything else to start heating up, I'm going to make our actual barbecue sauce. You know me, I like to make things a little bit more fresh here. And this is Gochujang sauce. So Chinese sauce, it's a little spicy, not over the board, but it's quite good. I'm going to put a little bit of barbecue sauce in here. This is just Kraft's chicken and rib barbecue sauce. Nothing too special. Got a little bit of sodium, a little bit of sugar, but not that much, so I'm not too bothered by it. One of my biggest tricks for cooking a sausage, and you don't need to do this with all meat, but you should do it with some, because honestly, it's going to give good results. It really is. Because I mean, how many times have you talked to, Uncle Joe, who insists on making the barbecue, and is really not a good cook at all? Thinks he is, but he's not. and all of a sudden you're stuck with a shitty sausage because it's not even cooked well. Like, it's still a little pink on the inside, and you have to run in and you have to put it in the microwave for a little bit. I mean, we have a microwave, but I'm gonna put a little bit of mustard in here. It's a little bit of Dijon, but anything will work, whatever you actually have. Of course, I'm not going to add any salt to this because there's enough sodium in this as it is, so you don't really need a whole lot. But the point is, sometimes when you're going to cook, especially on a grill, you have to be aware that you really have to be aware. And this is going to be a little bit of rice vinegar. You have to be aware that everything has to be cooked perfectly fine, and sometimes people don't really test the product out, and it's very common for, I'm going to put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in. It is pretty common that you're going to find that not everything, and this is heated up, so I'm just going to cook the pan here, and I'm going to put on my onions. So it's common enough in barbecues that people don't always cook things out properly. And my red peppers, I'm not going to caramelize anything. I just want this to cook a little bit, not too much. Just want them a little soft. So now I'm going to take this. Pour a little bit more barbecue sauce here. And if you know we have it, here we go.
Looks like you're gonna have to get some more.
You definitely are, but that's all right. These are nearly empty anyways, that's why I chose it.
Yeah. It smells really good.
Oh yeah. So we want to cook this in a way that it's going to be just soft. We don't want it, I don't want to have too much of a crunch, but a little bit of crunch is fine.
Yeah.
But you just don't want a big crunchy. Just want to spread it a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper on here. Doesn't take a whole lot. It really doesn't. Put that on here, and I'm going to put my mushrooms. Okay, we're going to cook these, sweat these a little bit. Now, a lot of people want to say, well, we should add salt to this because it's going to make it a little better. And I'm going to tell you, you're wrong. It doesn't, because these are going to sweat out. And if you put salt on that, all that's going to do, it's going to drag the juices out, and it's just going to make it a little bit more annoying.
It's gonna make it really soggy.
Yeah, and you don't need that. Now, if you're going to watch Gordon Ramsay and then you're going to compare his cooking to mine, there's several things that you have to keep in mind with it. Number one, Gordon cooks for people that aren't on a diet. I'm cooking for people on a diet. You could have diabetes, you could have cholesterol, heart issues, other things. I'm cooking for those who have an issue with their diet. That's why I do it. Now, if you cook for people on a diet, there's certain things that most of us can't really have or really shouldn't have. And if you're being honest with each other, your doctor's probably, if once you hit over the age of 40, you probably start hearing your doctor go after you about your sugar and your salt and everything else. Like, you literally probably have already heard that. And we all have. I mean, I know my doctor goes at me for it, and I don't know why, because I don't eat it. Now, whether she believes me or not is a whole different story. But I don't. Okay, so we're seeing the sausages here. I'm going to take them out here, and you see how they're more of a, I don't know, a ghostly white color?
Yeah.
I'm going to take them out here, and believe it or not, we're almost done. One, two, three, four. I'm not saying that Amy's into sausage parties and all, but I count 5 sausages here. Almost feels like she's going to Five Guys.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, wait a minute. Five Guys does hamburgers. I'm sorry. That's silly. We're going to take this off the heat here because it doesn't need to be there. Now, with the mushrooms, you're going to see how they're starting to cook down a little bit. It really doesn't take long for this to happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my point to people who watch Gordon Ramsay, and I'm not saying anything bad about the guy. He's an amazing cook, and I'll tell you the same thing I'll tell anybody else. You can learn a lot from him. Doesn't mean somebody who suffers from diabetes or somebody that needs to watch their sugar content that they need to do exactly what Gordon Ramsay does. You don't, and you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. But you can still learn a lot about technique and a lot of other things from them. Now, when you open this up here, you see it's cooked.
Yeah.
It does not need a whole lot. So, like, please don't take me as saying that as if Gordon Ramsay sucks and he's a terrible cook. He's got recognition for a reason. He's a great cook. And you should be able to look up to the guy. You know, one person I really don't respect?
Who's that?
That vegan teacher.
Oh.
I got nothing against vegans, and I've eaten a vegan diet before. I can't do it. It's not my thing. I do like meat. But if you want to take veganism as your religious faith, and okay, you know what? I'm not going to badmouth you for that. Lots of people believe things that others might not respect and might have some harsher words for. But you know what? We can believe in whatever we want to believe in. You have that right. We don't have to agree with each other, but here's the thing. How do you like it if I send Amy to your door and asked her to start preaching and Bible bashing you? Amy is a very strong Christian.
Yeah.
She doesn't Bible bash, which is a nice thing because, I mean, as far as the Christian Bible's concerned, we're given the standing order to not judge others. You wouldn't like it very much, would you?
No.
Of course not. Nobody would. It'd be pretty insulting and it'd be pretty annoying. Nobody wants that.
That vegan teacher has said some pretty weird stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and I get her point, but the problem is, you know, like, you can walk in somewhere and you can insist that you only eat vegan. That's up to you. That's perfectly fine. You can go on YouTube and TikTok and you can go in and advertise, hey, I'm a vegan, and you can give vegan recipes and you can give your opinion. That's fine. But here's the thing. It's not okay to sit here and protest or start preaching to everybody else.
She thinks anyone who eats meat is evil.
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but I mean, plants are sentient life.
Yeah.
They breathe, and just because they don't speak a language we don't understand doesn't mean they don't have feelings or anything else. Maybe they do. I mean, you can't sit and tell me that our level of science is so perfect we know everything, but we know that they're living beings. So, I mean, what's the difference here? I know that's sounding silly. It is, and it's meant to be, but my point is like, you want me to respect your beliefs, and you know what? You need to respect mine. I don't care that you're vegan. I could care less. But I hate people who preach it as a religion and shove it down your face and get all offended if you say anything about eating meat. I was working in a call center, and it was a pretty crappy one at that. And we had an instructor, her name was Amy. And she was a very destructive, very nasty person. I mean, heck, she beat somebody up, a girl that's half her size at a baseball field. And for somebody who was such a proud vegan to the point that she almost seemed like she was that vegan teacher. Her boyfriend at the time, her fiance, and I think they broke up, was a meat eater. So go figure that one. So we got the meat in the sauce. We got it all in here, and we're getting ready to put it back into the pan. Put a little bit more oil in, not a whole lot, don't need much more. But anyways, she'd come into class and she'd just start, giving it. And just no respect to anybody else. So one day, I went down and got a burger, and I asked them to make the juiciest, sloppiest looking grease burger they could. They looked at me weird, it's like I'm just trying to get revenge on a vegan. They understood completely, took up to class, like, sorry, I'm diabetic, which I wasn't at the time, but she didn't even know that. This is my eating time, I can't help it. You let other people eat in class, so I'm going to do the same. Well, she was really upset and angry about it, and she ended up having to leave the room for 15 minutes. Well, I mean, don't push your stuff on me, and I won't push mine on you. Fair?
I think that's fair.
Yeah. But I'll never forget her. So, we're going to cook this a little bit. It's not going to need a whole lot. It's already cooked, so it's not like it needs to have a whole lot. But cooking it in the sauce is going to help enrich the flavor.
That's going to be really good.
Oh, I think so too. It's going to taste amazing. So we're just going to let it sit here and cook in its juices here for a little bit. And I'm telling you, this is going to taste really, really good. But that vegan teacher, and there's another one that's been popping up, but she got banned from her city in Australia. Like, how dumb do you have to be to get yourself banned in your city? So we're gonna let this cook down here, and we're almost done. Like, this is gonna taste really amazing. Didn't have to add any salt, didn't have to add any sugar to it. It's just gonna be an amazing, amazing roll. I don't even know what you want to call it. It's not a hot dog. Better than a hot dog, anyways.
This is gonna be better than a hot dog.
Oh, way better than a hot dog. But, so anyways, does anybody know who I'm talking about when I'm talking to that vegan teacher? I hope somebody would know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like, she's just the most annoying person I've ever seen. Just listening to her go off of Gordon Ramsay and some of the other people, like, I'm sorry, but in my faith, I don't believe in judging others. You clearly do believe in it. You know, that vegan teacher, if you're watching my videos, I doubt you do. But if you ever do, I wish I could share some sausage with you. But in all due seriousness, if you want to be vegan, that's fine. Like, I don't see any problem with it. Like, it's your choice. I don't see why it's such a bad thing. I'd ask that you consult with your doctor to make sure you're getting all the nutrients you need, because there are some nutrients you're missing apparently, from what I understand. But as long as you're getting those and you're being safe with what you're doing, I don't have a problem with it. I don't see what the issue is. However, you got to respect me, and those like me who choose to stick with meat. I'm not killing anything. Yes, animals get slaughtered, but you're sitting saying they're slaughtered cruelly, and I think you might want to do a little bit of research on that one. It's not done quite as cruel as you think. You sit and want to say that you want to attack farmers, but I hate to break it to you, farmers actually grow your vegetables too. To each your own. We can respect each other and live in peace instead of being a warmonger. But then again, that vegan teacher, I kind of feel like you're just all for show. Just for show. Somebody showed a picture of you sitting at McDonald's, so what's that tell you?
I think she's a troll.
I think so too. But anyways, enough about her. Cooking this, boiling this first also makes this a lot juicier. I don't know about you, but there's something about a nice, juicy sausage. Amy likes her sausage juicy.
And she likes 5 of them.
Yep. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave this sit here and cool off, because I don't want it to be piping hot when I put it into our sandwich. And gotta wait for Amy to wake up anyways.
Yeah.
Because she's not awake and, can't really do dinner without her. We could, but she'd be a little mad. But anyways, please hit the like, share, subscribe button, and we're going to be back very shortly. Well, it's time to get the sausage party going. What do you think, Alex?
I think it's ready.
I think it's ready. When I say sausage party, it's more for Amy. We all know Amy likes her sausages. I can only imagine where she's going to start saying, she's just waking up. It's the only reason we're doing this right now.
Oh, excuse me.
So I'm going to line the bottom here with sausages. Then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to put a few peppers on here. So if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm calling this the sausage party sausage. Not quite sure how Amy's going to take to this yet, but we'll see.
The food or the name? The name.
Yeah. The name.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of mushrooms on there, and here we go.
Looks really good.
Our sausage party roll. That's what this is called, the sausage party roll. It's just a summertime, easy to eat dish. Yeah, it's small, but it's a good meal. Have a little bit of fries with this, a little bit of corn on the cob. This is perfect. It's going to taste amazing. And best of all, we picked out some good low-fat sausage, Italian hot. We boiled it, make sure we actually had everything cooked. Then we fried it in some sauce, some mushrooms, pepper, and onion. All the good stuff there. And this is going to taste amazing. If you want to do a little bit better, you could always add a little bit of cheese. And you can also toast your bun a little bit. You can do that. We didn't choose to heat the bun because Amy's probably going to take most of hers to work. But please hit that like, share, and subscribe. We thank you for coming in, and we'll catch you next time.